So today we're going to talk about basic exercise, a squat, which is a really good exercise to build mass, muscle mass, which we need because it helps burn calories and it helps us with getting up out of a chair or maybe even getting up off a floor. So we need to keep working these muscles because a lot of times as we age, we're not doing that enough. Really simple exercise you can do in front of your kitchen counter. So you grab a hold of the kitchen counter or a chair and then have another chair behind you because it just gives you a reference point with how deep to go. Now I'm going to have a fairly wide base of support here, a little bit wider than my hips are, okay? So you start with your feet maybe toed out a little bit, lower yourself to the chair, and then back up again. You're looking straight ahead, keeping a nice posture. I'm sticking my bottom out a little bit as I lower myself to the chair and then back up again. Now that wide base of support actually helps me get back up. If I put my feet out in front of me, I got to lean forward a little farther before I come back up. So to start with, you might want to start a little wider and then gradually move inward. So start out with just 5 to 10 repetitions and build yourself up to 20 repetitions, maybe a couple times a day. Talk about an exercise to strengthen the outside of your hips right here. These are really good for your balance, and they're also really important when we walk or when we get up from the floor and things like that because they're big stabilizer muscles, all right? So what you're going to do is stand in front of a chair or at your kitchen counter, and you're going to take your foot and bring it out to the side. It doesn't really matter how high you're going, just take it out to the side. Try not to rotate it out like that because that works a different part of the muscle. We want to feel this part of your muscle right here in your buttocks. So point your toe in just a little bit and then move that leg out to the side. And then have a slight bend in this knee that you're standing on, just a little bit. Try not to push that knee all the way back and hyperextend it. You want to have just a slight bend in that knee. So you're going out to the side like that, okay? And as you progress, you can maybe do that, not hold on to the counter, just stand there like that and go out to the side. So at first, maybe you do 5 reps to the right, 5 reps to the left. Repeat that a couple times and build yourself up to 10 to 20 reps totally on each side. Hamstring stretches, and the hamstring is this muscle group here. And this is an important muscle group to be flexible because when we're standing like this, we go to bend down, we need to have long hamstrings so we can reach down without rounding our back like that. So the longer our hamstrings are, the better posture we can have when we reach down to pick things up like that. So I'm going to show you a seated hamstring stretch. You're going to be seated. You're going to put your left foot out in front of you like that. You can have the knee just slightly bent so we don't hyperextend this knee. And you're going to sit up nice and tall with your chest sticking out. And you're going to slowly bend forward. And see, I'm keeping my back straight when I do that. I'm not rounding it out. I'm going to slowly bend forward like that until I feel a stretch right here in my hamstring. Now I also get a little more stretch because I had my toes pulled up like that, okay? So I'm keeping that back straight, getting a nice stretch there, and I might hold that for 10 to 30 seconds to start with, and then I'd go over and do the other side. You could repeat that 3 to 5 repetitions for 10 to 30 seconds.